So notice that this information is coming from the cash receipt journal. So we are going to go ahead and reference this as CR.3. And we will have a $325 credit coming up from above. And that will leave us with a debit balance in AR of 375 going into October. As we saw with the sales journal, they are posting to subsidiary ledgers from the cash receipt journal. As an example, let's look at Ken's customer account in the bookdoor's AR subsidiary ledger. So here we have, as before, we have old information being carried forward. So we're looking at the AR subsidiary ledger of one customer, Ken, and note that we have a sale on September 1st coming from the sales journal, page 1, in the amount of $220. So this is what Ken owes to us. And we want to update any payment that Ken makes to this $220 balance immediately. So we have our AR subsidiary ledger up to date at all times. We know what is owed to us. So just like we posted the sale right away on September 1st, we're going to record Ken's payment to us right away. So let's take a minute to try that, and we will continue in just a minute here in the same video. Okay, so Ken's payment to us was on September 21st. We got the information from the cash receipt journal, page 3, and the credit was for $220, leaving us with an ending balance of 0. So note that this is just one of the 4 customers. As the other customers make payments, we would also update their AR subsidiary ledger balances. So we want to keep close track of who owes us money and how much. So this is just one example of how you update it. It's a pretty straightforward and repetitive process, so we won't pursue the other 3 in this video. It's important to remember that there are numerous other accounts in both the general ledger and the AR subsidiary ledger. There are also a number of other subsidiary ledgers. For example, interest revenue, which we are not including in our notes. So have a look here at the purchases journal. So the purchases journal is designed to account for all purchases of inventory, supplies, and other assets on account. So this is only for things we buy on account. If we paid cash, they would be in the cash payment journal. So if you have a look at some of the things we have inventory here being purchased, and we have some good details that are used to us, the terms, the invoice date, and we have the amount. This is how much we owe. And we also have a really clear indication of where that purchase belongs to, right? So debits, inventory, credits, account payable. Next, we can have a look at the Staples transaction. So again, we owe 140. We bought $140 worth of supplies. We owe the money in 15 days. We can get a 1% discount if we pay within a week. Then we bought furniture. This time the credit is to AP, but the account is added in. So if you have an account which you don't use so commonly, it wouldn't be set up. You just fill it in and you reference it. We have equipment, right? We bought equipment. Again, there's something that's filled in. So that's how the purchases journal works. Just like the other journals we covered, the daily transactions above will be posted to the relevant subsidiary ledgers, and the month-end totals will be posted to the general ledger. Cash payment journal. All payments made by check or cash are recorded in the cash payment journal. Checks are usually used instead of cash since it's safer and better with regard to internal controls. So here we see again a mixture, right? We have rent expense of 1,200. We debit other accounts, credit cash, right? For details on other accounts, we just go back to account debited, it's rent expense. Canadian Tire, supplies, again other accounts, 100. Moving down to the next line, we have Staples. This is our debt being paid off. So 140 that we owed goes away, and we pay with 139 cash. The $1 discount is for paying early. So that ends up coming out of our supplies that we bought from Staples. Simply Books, same deal. This time we paid for our inventory. So 625 debt owed goes away. 13 comes out of inventory. 612 comes out of cash. At the bottom we have our totals again. Just like the other journals we covered, the daily transaction above we posted to the relevant subsidiary ledgers, and the month-end totals will be posted to the general ledger. So that wraps up chapter 7. Pretty quick chapter. Remember to try the homework and the quiz.